All right, shalom, shalom. Let me get straight into this lesson. But I want to address a few things, man. It's a what I'm seeing, and we've been seeing this for a while. You brothers has been in the truth. It's this great spirit of confusion on our people. I was reading a comment board the other day. It was going into the name, right? And you had, I mean, it's crazy, man. You had people that were saying the Most High name was Yah, right? You got them Yah demons. Some of them was saying Yahweh. Some of them were just putting the YWHY, which how can you get a sound out of that when it's just they say that's the name? Some people were saying Elohim, right? What else? God, right? And then just go to show you that our people are all fucking confused from one extreme to the next extreme. I was watching the beloved brother video right here, and it's these two Jake sisters, head wrap demons, right? They got the head wrap demon on them. All right. They think first off, if you're a sister in this truth, you should not be teaching no shit, nothing. There's clear instructions on that, man. So either you're gonna do right or you're not, or you're gonna have to face judgment. But if you're a sister, you don't teach nothing. This office is to the men. And our people are all confused. And when you go into the word Babylon, matter of fact, let me do that real quick. But I'm not gonna even play this madness right here, but I would just looking at the confusion on our people don't know nothing, man. Or the limited information that they do know, they think they on a level when they learn a little bit, right? Right? Because I'm gonna say this too. Our people that know they're Israelites, all right, they woke up to the Israelites, it's worse of the deal than so-called Christians. Because you supposed to know better, man. You supposed to come into this truth, right, and know you need to be taught. And you gotta humble yourself down and say, well, I can't be doing this and that like I once did in the world. But you the fucking worst because um a lot of these brothers learn a few precepts and now all of a sudden they the master teacher. All right. And some of these women are learn a few scriptures and have a little understanding. Now they teaching men. Now they breaking down fucking scriptures. All right. They don't and a lot of times they don't know what the hell they talking about. Let's go to this word Babylon. This place is nothing but confusion to one extreme to the next. You got a man want to be a woman want to be men. You got, people identifying as dogs, people identifying as a cat, people identifying as a fucking TV. You got people can't get the name correct. You got this doctrine, you got that doctrine, you got this book, you got that book. All right. And this place is full of confusion. You look at these comment boards, these people all over the place. There's no stability in their mind, man. They toss to and fro whatever Salakia, with every wind of doctrine. Let me find this real quick before I get into this lesson. Now I can't find it. All right, Babylon right here, Salakia. It says Babylon, right?
Strong's G 897. Babylon. Babylon.
Right here at the top. Confusion. And that's what this place breeds. Confusion on every fucking level here, man. All right, now people are waxing worse and worse with the bullshit, man. And this got me particularly upset because, you know, and I know this only for the elect, and they go to show you how special the elect is, men, women, and children, because they will have enough fucking sense to understand the truth. All right, excuse my roughness, man. Just a little upset. All right, let's go here. So this place is confusion, Babylon the Great. Let me start here. This is the book of Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out the book of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate. All right, so it's not going to be any other book you could marry with the Bible, man. All right, all these pseudo books, man. So like, let me go here. So they was going into one of these books, some shit about the Testament of Job. All right, and you see the madness, this pseudepigrapha books that a lot of times go back to the so-called white man. And are there other books out there? Yes, but we can't verify none of these books because it's all been tampered with, man. All right, these books a lot of times just go back into Edomite, and its madness is all based in lies and confusion. That's why we tell our people to step away from other books. They ain't gonna do nothing but bug you out and get you confused. All right, no other book. All you need is the Bible, man. All right, with the apocrypha, get your individual apocrypha, and that's it. It's simple. But you got all these books that have been floating around. The books of Adam and Eve. This fucking madness. I'm just gonna read some of them. The Apocalypse of Adam. And some of our people, when they wake up to the truth, they start to follow all these other doctrines, right? And they start to bug themselves out. And they got all these different books, and they're even more confused than what they came into the truth. All right, you might as well have stayed in the Christian church and stayed all fucked up in the head. The brain they come into the truth and you all bugged out. All right, look, it says the book of Adam. Just all this madness, man. Then you got the book of Jasher, bugged out. You got the book of Enoch, bugged out. What's the other one? Um, Jubilees, right? Then you got all these other different. Let me just get out of here real quick. Right here, it goes on and on. This madness, man. And now people get all into this stuff, and they end up being more confused than when they came into the truth. The Lord gave you a simple way to follow. Right? Look at the Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Philip. This madness, man, this confusion, and that's what these so-called white people, these Edomites, have sold throughout the earth, man. That's why our people in this state. All right, these two sisters trying to this man. It's they trying to go into the shit called the Testament of Job, but some craziness, man. Saying Job was an Edomite. You know, just a bunch of madness. We heard that before. Job was not no goddamn Edomite. All right, because Edomites can't do what's right. All right, it says, for my mouth had commanded, in his spirit it hath gathered them. Let's go here. Salakia. Let me go to the next Ephesians 4 and 14. Salakia. It says that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men. So the so-called white man caused a lot of this confusion. And then Jacob picked that dumb shit up and started pushing it to their congregation. All right. The so-called white man books and his different theories and his pseudoscience and all this and that, man. By the sleight of men and the cunning and craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive. You hear what they're saying? So a lot of these women are very gullible, especially of our nation, and they'll go for anything, man, because women are natural followers, man. All right. But they fall in the wrong way. Right here. It says, so that we may no longer be children tossed to and fro by the waves and carried about by the every wind of doctrine, by human cunning, by craftiness and deceitful schemes. So the so-called white man is constantly scheming and plotting on you so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans to keep you in a state of confusion. All right. Look at this one. It says, then we will no longer be immature like children. We won't be tossed and blown about by every wind of new teaching. That's heavy. We would not be influenced when people try to trick us with lies. So clever they sound like the truth. Man, that's heavy. They sound like the truth. So we ain't gonna fall for that. It said if it was possible that they should deceive the very elect. What is that saying? It's not possible to deceive the elect. It said if it were possible. So we ain't gonna fall for the dumb shit. All right, now people all over the place, man. I was just looking at this comment board about they was going into the name of the Most High. They, all over the place. You got 20 different answers, man. All right, now people when they learn a little truth, they can be worse than these so-called Christians. All right, they get full of themselves and they get full of shit, man. All right, First Timothy 4 and 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times, the times that we in right now, some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. So all these different philosophies, all these different doctrines that springing forth out of the earth every day, like people are falling victim to them, and they end up getting their head all fucked up, and before they wake up, it's too late, right? Because they end up just being in some bad situations, man. All right, and the truth is very simple, and people just got to be into everything though. All right, and these sisters, man, they just not fucking and listening, man. Look, pseudepigrapher. Let me go to this word pseudepigrapher so you can see all these different books, right? That's gonna bug you out. Let me go here. It says pseudepigrapher right here. It says are falsely attributed works, text whose claimed author is not the true author. So all these books, the apocalypse of this and apocalypse of that, it's all, a lot of times to go back to these Edomites, man, to come up with these different doctrines, man. It says the term pseudepigrapher comes from the Greek pseudo, meaning false, meaning false. It says to write falsely. All right, so all this stuff is made up, and our people get into this madness, and they end up, bugging themselves out. All right, and then they get more confused before they even came into the truth. All right, that's why you got to keep it simple, man. All right, and the truth, if you just learning, you waking up, you learning, just keep it simple, man. All right, don't put too much on your plate, man, because this truth it can't bug you out because it can get heavy at times. But this one of the things you have to be mindful of, right? That it's gonna be different doctrines. It's gonna be doctrines that sound convincing. It's gonna be things that you probably haven't put away from Christianity that's gonna try to get you to fall for, like demons, man. Demons work through these people, man, to get you caught up, to get you entrapped. Romans 6 and 18. Salakia. For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahweh Hamashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts, which will be the minds of the simple. Because most of our people are likened to being simple minded, stupid. You just what it is, man. All right, they gullible. They'll fall for the okie doke. All right, and they go to show you when you come in this truth, you start to obtain wisdom. And wisdom goes back into common sense. You start to apply it, and you start to being able to see these red flags, man. But you got to be of the elect anyway. Let's go here. I want to go to this one. English Standard Version. For such persons do not serve our Lord Yahweh Mashiach, but their own appetites. And by smooth talk and flattery, they deceive the hearts of the naive. All right. And that's another thing. Our people are naive, like it ain't wickedness and evil going on. Like it ain't false prophets and false pastors. That's all you've been introduced to, right? So when you go to truth, a lot of our people, when they hit the truth, when they get to the truth, rather, they can be able to recognize it if it was, it's just how far gone our people are. They don't know how to just shut the fuck up and learn, man. They always got to be this extra shit going on, and it gets me pissed off. A lot of other brothers too, because we got a baddest bull. Yes, man. All right, so look, keep it simple. We got one book, one truth, and as many lies. All right, and when us brothers go into different books, it's complementing the scriptures, right? And it's we can accurately line it up to the scriptures, but it ain't none of this stuff that's in this so-called biblical books, right? We got one biblical book, that's the Holy Bible. All right, if you want to throw the Apocrypha, whether you got it in 1611 or the Apocrypha, the red Bible, it was already a part of the original Bible. So that's it. Call Hala Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakak Shalom.